to get scammed in Anomic, because believe it or not, it's super easy, especially if you're new. It can happen and you don't even expect it. So the first way is pretty much if you're like, say you're like a car dealer, you're on the street, someone's like, sell me a car. Usually like a super expensive car, but that doesn't really matter. So you hold the car out to sell them. They pull a gun and shoot you. You drop the keys when you die, so they just get a free car pretty much. So what you want to do so you don't get scammed by that way, you take them, put yourself between like a glass. It could be your own shop, but just an example. Don't have it sticking out, because then they'll shoot your hand, and then it'll drop through the glass. And then if you're locked, you have to be locked in a room so they can't get you. And then you can sell it through the window, and they should not be able to scan you unless they're a hacker. They'll go through the glass, but that's pretty rare. Alright. Second, through events. This way is a little harder to control because these event prices are super high, and with the new market price, people want people to pay higher than the market price, so they want you to pay first, like give you money first. This is kind of a hard workaround because it can be tricky to figure out if someone is scamming you or not, so just be super careful when you're buying a bit item. Some people have, like on Discord or something, like how many vouchers they have. I don't trust that either way, but just maybe buy small and at least make sure that they have the event item before you buy it, even if because it is kind of a risk if you're having to pay extra before you actually get the car. It's a bit of a risk, so just be careful. And then the third one, casinos. This one, I my biggest recommendation is not to go to the casinos, because if you do, you give them the money, then they spend it, or whatever. And if you win, if it's a large amount of money, they could just leave the game and not pay you. So it's a high risk, but it doesn't happen often. Unless you're giving them lots of money, it still can happen. So just, most of the time you're probably gonna lose. So just don't go to the casinos. Alright, number 4. This is pretty much the going first on trading and selling. That's That's kind of a big one, because then someone's like, I have this super expensive item, you have to pay me a lot extra before you buy it. It really depends on what it is that you're doing, but that's a super easy way of getting scammed. And then the last one is the this one where people will sell you like a fancy gun, like an AK or something like that. They'll sell it to you for like $0. Then they'll store it, so you can't click accept. You see that zero, they'll do it a couple more times, and then when you think you're gonna get it this time, they max the price to like, let me see, how much, the max is probably like $50,000. So you probably down $50,000 in one click of a button on accident. And that really sucks. That's 5 ways not to get scammed in Anomic. Thank you for watching.